With this technique, we can run try and catch in Golang like in Node.js. I do enjoy how we manage errors in Golang, but I do know I am in a minority. Especially for people who are coming from Node.js, they do miss the try-catch blocks. So we can just recreate it. Let's start with a struct. We are going to assign to this struct two methods. The first one is try. We are going to maybe do this, the usual Golang way of assigning short variable name to structs, and use a pointer to try and catch. So we are going to need the try function, okay, for now like this, and we are going to need the catch function. So now, what is the mission? The mission is to pass to the try function another function, basically. So the possibility for the user to pass in the try some data. In Golang, we can pass directly function to parameters. Given the variable name f, it's like the standard that everybody does, and we are going to call the function with a return method. In this case, it's important. So we are going to create a signature of function that returns an error. So in the try method that we are going to create, we can manage it. We are going to call this function inside our try function. And here we are going to check for errors. It's for this reason we do need this error like here in the signature. So if error, like it's coming from here, and we are going to check error, it's different than nil. If we do encounter an error in this function execution, what we are going to do? Like you can see, we are not returning any errors from the actual try function. So we have to embed this error in our struct. We are going to call it a and error as a type. Simply because, you know, in the catch, if you think about Node.js, we always have this as a type, as a struct of data to handle errors. So just, yeah, like a standard Node.js way. Then, if we actually encounter an error, we are going to take our error and assign it to the error we have encountered. And basically, we can return from this function. Then, in the catch, we can do this. We can simply pass a function like func, but with a parameter. We are going to accept a, it can be any arbitrary name, but for the consistency, as an error. And we are not going to return anything. Then, basically, we are going to call the function f and pass inside our function, our error that we have attached to this try in the previous block. And just with these two functions, so method basically, we can do some powerful stuff. Let's create our try. So it's going to be try and catch like this. And you can do, yeah, maybe t.try like this. Yeah, quick tip, do not call a variable t inside of a testing function. It will not work. Tier. Okay, tier. Nice. Okay, now we do have a function here. In this function, we can do whatever, any, okay? And like this. For now, let's return a nil here. So the compiler is happy. We are going to call it again and call catch. Now, the compiler wants the signature. Now you might think, okay, where is this it's coming from? It's coming from this assignment. In this catch, we passed the from the struct itself. So now, if we are going here, like with this we can basically, for example, print it like this and error, and just let me basically print it and give it a new line. Now, what we can do, let's test it. And we had nil. So we don't have any error. Great. Let me create errors.new and pass, for example, a error here. So we do have an error like this. Let me run this function. And as you can see, we do catch the error in the catch block. So you have zero error management in the actual function. So with that, so you don't have any if nil, not nil, and stuff like this. And you can catch all of your errors in this catch block. We can also do a step further. For example, if we are going to return from this try a pointer to the try and catch struct like this, and here we are going to return the actual t, and we have to introduce a little check here. So if a t.error is different than nil, okay, we are going to return like the t itself. With this additional logic, we are checking if our internal error of the struct has an error present. Why we need this? We can basically do this now. Returning the pointer to the struct, we can concatenate more tries. You see? Return nil. Basically, we can do this. If do not have any errors on the first run, we can catch them later. You see? We do have an error like this here. But if, for example, I want to like do this first and run the test, we first get the first error in the chain and then the other errors. Obviously, you can expand it, you can catch multiple errors, you can add whatever logic you want to this. So basically, with these two simple functions, we can simulate a try and catch blocks in Node.js.